Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Kocher. New Hampshire's $10.4 billion advanced manufacturing economy is facing workforce shortages, tariffs and supply impacts, AI evolution, overall uncertainty. But right now, it's poised to take off again. The question is when. This graph gives you an idea of New Hampshire jobs being filled or not by industry. Changes in filled jobs based in New Hampshire, 2023-24. The green bars show industries filling jobs such as healthcare and social assistance in the tall bar on the far left. But notice the orange bars that show industries needing to fill jobs, including manufacturing in the long bar on the far right. At a glance, here's what New Hampshire's advanced manufacturing sector looks like. Key facts. The sector, 1,823 manufacturing companies, 31% distribute products internationally, 76,510 workers employed, 10.4 billion of New Hampshire's GDP. New Hampshire manufacturing groups that show strength: aerospace, defense, computer and electronics and communication, machinery, life sciences, and biofabrication. With me in the studio are the presidents of two New Hampshire manufacturing businesses, Val Zanchuk, president of Graphicast in Jaffrey, that is a foundry for casting, and Chris Mosby, president of Kalwall Corporation in Manchester that makes skylight systems. Nice to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fred.
Val, given all of those issues that we just put up for manufacturing, and you're in the casting business, are you facing any of those issues this year, or have you in the past year?
Well, the constant issue is workforce.
Yep.
As you showed on your graph, it's difficult to find people to fill the jobs. We have a lot of workers who are reaching retirement age, so we're constantly looking for people to try to bring into our business. We're willing to train, but finding them is difficult.
Yeah. Chris, same question.
I agree. It's finding people and changing the perception of manufacturing jobs and careers, I think, is our challenge, so we can create a better work environment, a more attractive place to work, and communicate to people and change that perception. We have great careers, not just jobs, but careers for people in manufacturing.
What about supply chain, given tariffs, and is supply chain an issue for either one of you?
It's becoming more of an issue for us because we're seeing the cost of materials going up. We're seeing the lead times to acquire those materials going up as well. And it's hard for us to just take that cost increase and pass it on to our customers. Yeah. We can do some of that, but we have to balance it out. So it does hurt.
Chris, you sell nationally and internationally, you told me. Supply chain an issue for you?
Well, almost all of our products are sourced domestically. So fortunately, in terms of acquiring materials, that's not so much of a challenge. But the costs have become increasingly concerning. And I agree with Val, we're trying to protect our customers for the implications that we face in costs.
You're both on the board of the Manufacturing Extension Partnership, MEP, which is a key group for manufacturing in New Hampshire. You got your income or your finances got chop blocked by the U.S. Department of Commerce last year, and that suggested that your group and groups like you across the country wouldn't have the finances to operate to help small manufacturers. But then you got rescued by 934,000, if I'm right, from the National Institute of Standards and Technology. And now you've collaborated with the Olson Center for Advanced Manufacturing at the University of New Hampshire, I understand. That's right. What difference is that going to make, Val?
Well, people coming into the Olson Center to help develop new products are also going to be trying to start a new company, and having the MEP there to help them with workforce development and lean manufacturing and some of the things that they'll need to make their company successful. We'll put that resource right there at the Olson Center.
Chris?
Yeah, that's true, and it also helps us with the workforce development, helps us be able to advertise the positions and careers that we have to offer for students that are attending the university, as well as, like you said, make it efficient for the MEP to support manufacturers while they're working with.
Because what you do at MEP is help with supply chain, help with technology, help with workforce, all of those things, right?
That's right.
Yeah. What's the outlook for manufacturing the rest of the year, do you think? Just real briefly.
Well, I think what we're seeing is a pretty steady business. It's not exploding, at least in our business it isn't, but it's steady, and we can look to the future in our backlog and see that kind of steadiness. So that helps us plan for the future.
Chris, briefly.
Long term, very bullish. This year, it's growing stubbornly slow. We wish the outcome or the outlook looked more positive on the short term, but long term, we're very bullish.
Chris Mosby, president of Kalwall Corporation here in Manchester, and Val Zanchuk, president of Graphicast in Jaffrey. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you missed part of this briefing on manufacturing in New Hampshire, you can go to WMUR.com. It'll be posted there all week.